Hey, yo, Bambino. Ghost Man on third. When I was growing up, man, my father, he passed away over into the afterlife. And, I know he's somewhere out there. I don't totally forget about him. It's really disrespectful to, whether our fathers fall short of us where we come from, or they're still around, or somebody else in the family, whoever passed away. My grandmother, she passed away into the afterlife too. But her spirit is still somewhere looking down on me. So as long as you do that, it's good. But I had not really what you would call godparents, but you can refer to them as they want, as they would say. Not all of them, but some of them. But kind of like, the movie Ghost Dad. When I was young, there was this movie Ghost Dad with Bill Cosby. So what happened was, he passed away and he died, but, he was like his ghost was around. It was kind of like the movie Patrick Swayze, and you could watch it on YouTube. It's a very funny movie. I was really sad to, hear what happened about Bill Cosby in the later part of his career, just like I was to hear with, the P. Diddy's and everybody, R. Kelly's, whatever. But I like that movie though, man, and I'm not even gonna front, man. Bill Cosby taught me a lot of lessons, man. That really was a big letdown. He did, man. Like, sucks, just like in anything, man. Finding out that people aren't perfect, but that's just what it is, man. It's in the Bible. We're all filthy rags. We found out in the end that nobody's perfect. But the ghost dads, man. I just want to thank all the ghost dads that they're not really ghost dads, but it's kind of like when you're playing home run derby, you do ghost man on first whenever, or when you're playing by yourself, whenever you don't have anybody to stand on first with you. So it's not really like a ghost dad, it's like a stand-in dad. You know what I mean? They weren't really like stepdads to me. They never married anybody in my family to be a stepdad. But they took me to go, play baseball or to the park or to go get a burger. And every now and then one of them would give me a ball cap and share with me some wise wisdom to take with me when I go to college or whatever. But that was really important to me. And, I felt odd because, I look at them, they're not white. I mean, they're white, but they're not black. So, I would feel like I'm not going to the park with my dad, so sometimes when they're paying it, they're sharing that wisdom with me, I wouldn't be paying attention, but after they left, it would sink in, like, man, they really took time, because they got their own sons that they could mentor. So it was kind of like a mentor to me, or a wraparound, or like a big brother kind of thing, that some of these elders from the churches that I went to, or professors or whatever in the walks of life, my Boy Scout leaders, I just want to thank you, man, because, not everybody takes time to do that. I'm also going to be talking to City Council about starting a Scared Straight program, and that's like by finding guys that I know that won't mind telling kids some of the stuff that we're not proud of in our life to scare them straight. Like go to high schools and schools, like whether we serve time for it or not, just, stories that can keep them from, ending up in jails, institutions, or death, or, in the bondage of being in a gang, or sex trafficked or human trafficked, like a lot of people that they don't tell their parents, but they don't even have a dad anymore. They got like a mistress or a head mistress or like some plug that they look to as a father figure. So we're gonna ask. I got a lot of programs in line. Like had this. You go on Facebook, check out all my pages, all my groups. I got a lot of stuff like that, but it's the ideas that are all think tanks, and they're not really feasible until you bring it up to City Council and you have somebody help foster these ideas into fruition, like police officers, pastors, churches, etc. There has to be people that are already in, the government, not places of government, like they work in government, not bipartisan of anything, like 100%. So, it's going to take that, but we're not looking to do that. We're not in a rush to do that today or this year, more so by graduation, but hopefully by then, my student organization actually becomes a frat. So I'm just right now, just thinking about different schools to transfer to when my credits transfer there. But I just did want to say, I appreciate all the people that pushed me on along the way, besides my actual natural parents, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that prayed for the day that I would have as many certificates that I have, and I'm glad, because it would suck if I was 44 years old today and I only had a GED. So all you young people out there, for the groups that I fostered, the Young Othellos, drama, theater, Beats Disciples, all of that, whatever. Hey man, I'm gonna round these bases for you. All you need is a dream and $1 in yourself, man. Just remember, when nobody's around to be your role model, just remember Ghost Man on third and keep running. And just try and outdo you, because you're that Ghost Man. When your hero dies, forget about it. Don't compete with anybody else. Compete with yourself, because all you got is you in the end of this world. And Frick Park behind you and the world in front of you. If you really want to make it to the World Series, then the world is yours. Global skyline is the limit. Don't forget to hit a home run for me.
Nice!
Play ball.